No, it's just a confident fun. You know, we know that we have a job to do, and it's just like you said, it's business, and it's time to get the job done. So things have been, we've been working hard, and I think we're really prepared.
Arriving in San Diego early in the afternoon, the Komets were immediately off to practice. A 15-mile bus ride brought them to this ice arena north of the city, and for about 40 minutes they skated off 6 hours of plane ride, got their legs back, and did a little prepping for the job at hand.
We just went out, it was just a high-tempo practice, a lot of passing, there wasn't any hitting or anything, and that was just to get your legs going. And tomorrow morning's practice is when we're going to get ready for the game, and today was just to get the legs going after being on a 4-hour flight.
I think we're ready to go here. Everybody's excited. I'm glad we got the ice time here, even though it was just half an hour. That's all we needed, just to get rid of the plane legs. Had a long trip out here and got up early this morning. The guys are hungry right now and want to get some rest. So, I think it was beneficial for us, and the guys are chomping at the bit.
Another piece of the practice, the arrival of forward Sylvain Couturier. The big man is a point producer, and he's jumped at the chance of extending his season.
Well, I started the season in Phoenix, and I guess the rule is if we play a certain amount of game in the IHL, you can be in the roster for independent team in the I, and that's what happened.
Well, just a half-hour skate, you don't learn much on what your role is going to be. What do you see it is?
Well, I think just keep it simple. There's a lot of experienced guy on that power play, Jean-Marc Richard and Scott Gruel and Joel Savage in front of the net. I think there's a lot of skill in the power play, so just try to keep simple, I guess, and let those guys do the job.
The boys emerged from practice in the warm weather garb that is Southern California, but it wasn't to be a night off. They came out here to do a job.
Yeah, taking it easy. Like I said, we're going to bite to eat and then maybe hang out at the hotel for a little bit, and then we have some films at 9 o'clock, so we'll check out the Gulls and see what they're all about, and we've done that already this week, but it's just a little refresher.
The Komets will practice here at the San Diego Sports Arena tomorrow morning for an hour, then come back to it tomorrow night, hoping to take the first step toward a Turner Cup championship. With the Komets in the Turner Cup Finals in San Diego, I'm Dean Pantazzi, 21Alive. 'The Komets Hotel in San Diego is a short stroll away from the sports arena, where tonight the final quest for the Turner Cup begins. Unlike Thursday's skate, this morning's practice was with more purpose. Not grim, but businesslike. Even the injured Bob Jay and Colin Chin took part. The word from the Gulls through the local papers, they plan to crowd the slot, bother Pokey Reddick, and negate his hot streak by denying him view of the puck.
Well, they're obviously a good team, but we've been playing well, and I think if we can play our style and force them to play our style, I think we're going to be successful.
They know what kind of game we play, and they know how Pokey's playing, and I guess that's their plan of attack, try and put a little more traffic in front of them, but we have some big, strong defensemen who can move them out, and you got to come 280 or 220 feet or whatever it is to get down in front of that net, and if we check them hard, they're going to have a hard time getting there.
You guys been talking about that, what you got to do here?
Well, we talked about a little bit about their systems, but more or less we talked about what we're going to do, not what they're going to do. We want to come in charging and use our systems and use our game plan that got us here, and that's really important.
The lineup won't change much, if at all, for this startup game of the finals.
Well, the only guy in the lineup here is Smitty for Chinner. He'll play center, and Sly Couturier will be the other forward, the 10th forward here. He'll watch a bit. He'll play the power play a bit. He'll jump in at left wing. He'll jump in at center. Just get him a good feel for how we play, how we like to play, and let him take it from there. But we want to get him involved right away.
And as the K's left the morning practice, the effort to get Dan Ratushny back from the now idle Vancouver Canucks continues. The earliest he might be here is for Game 2 Sunday. After practice, there was some talk about going to the beach or doing some sightseeing or something like that, but by and large, the Komets are going to lay low this afternoon and expend all their energies on the San Diego Gulls in Game 1 tonight. With the Komets at the Turner Cup Finals in San Diego, I'm Dean Pantazzi, 21Alive. 9,600 fans expected their Gulls, with 62 wins this year, to roll over a team they went 5-0 against. From the get-go, it didn't happen that way. The Gulls take the first of a team record 22 penalties. Komets converts the first of 14 power play chances. Paul Willett off the Grant Richardson rebound, 2 minutes in, 1-0 Komets. The Gulls a step behind the Flying K's all night. More bad penalties. Midway second period, Kelly Hurd fires, Petering saves, rebound Willett, score, 2-0 Komets after 20 minutes. Early on, Mitch Lamoureux puts a shot on Bob Wilkie, whose head hits the board. Wilkie gets a third-degree concussion. He's out for the night. Lamoureux a 5-minute major elbowing penalty. And in the course of that penalty, the K's marked twice. Willett with his third from Igor Chibarev, not allowed at first, but ruled good later. And Sylvain Couturier, an asset on the power play all night in his first game as a Comet, making it 4-0 here, all the goals on power plays.
They did get chippy. I don't know what it was, if I don't know, they're mad at the referee or what. I think they're surprised to see a hockey team as tough as we were. I mean, they haven't seen us, for a long time, and we've been playing our best hockey after Christmas, so I think they're a bit surprised.
We take the lead 4-5-0, and now they take the stupid penalty, that's why we won 7-1. And I hope that if they do the same thing, and then the next game, probably we'll have the same result.
The 5-0 goal, Chibarev beating Ing, and with that, the ugly mood of the crowd turns to a flight of the fans to the exit. The K's 6th goal, an Ian Boyce gem, and typical of the game, he flat out outguns the San Diego defender to beat Ing. Pokey Reddick getting an assist, and Ing is pulled for Clint Malarchuk in the goal net. Reddick was in charge in goal all night. He rarely was tested, but came up big when he had to, losing a shutout midway in the third. Richardson makes it 7-1 with the 5th and final power play goal of the night. The chippy play continues to the end by the Gulls as they absorb a 7-1 defeat.
It's just, the power play, the penalty killing Pokey, the defense. We're just continuing to do what we've been doing all along.
And we had a couple of breaks tonight, and things went our way, and Sunday will be a new day.
The newspaper headline says it all about Game 1, but what about Game 2? The Komets will practice for it late this afternoon in an arena north of San Diego. They're flying Dan Ratushny in. They're still dickering with Vancouver on getting him okay to play. And as for Bob Wilkie, he says he's okay. The trainer says he's okay. The doctors say he'd like to sit him out for Game 2. We'll have to wait and see what happens when Game 2 rolls around on Sunday. In San Diego, I'm Dean Pantazzi, 21Alive. The Komets grabbed Game 1's advantage right away by out-hustling San Diego, as was evidenced by the first 2 of Paul Willett's 3 goals. As they prep today for Game 2 tonight, it was no secret that they will see a different San Diego team tonight.
And they've got to be more disciplined. You know that they know they can't win a hockey game if they play the way they did last game. So, they're going to be coming out a lot harder, working a lot harder, I think, and they're going to be much more disciplined. So we've got to step up our game that much too.
If they play better, they play bad, they play good, whatever, we're going to do our own thing, and if we win, we win. That's what we want to do, so I don't think they'll look by us anymore if they did.
A lot of pressure on them right now. They've got to win this game, coming to Fort Wayne for 3. It's a real must game for them, and, we've already got our split here. We got nothing to lose tonight. Dudley said they were undisciplined, and, he was one of the culprits of it, so knowing Rick Dudley is a good coach, he's going to have them playing disciplined style tonight. There won't be as many penalties, and we're going to probably have to win the game 5-on-5.
One of the brightest spots of Game 1, Sylvain Couturier's immediate impact on the K's power play and play overall.
The experience out there was a big factor, and we didn't try to be fancy or anything. We just tried to go out there and go hard and keep it simple, and it worked really well. So I don't think we're going to change anything tonight. Just go hard and keep it simple.
And the one dark spot, Bob Wilkie's concussion, leading to today's big question: does he play tonight?
I skated today. I took a day off yesterday and just rested and went out and skated the pregame skate, and I feel pretty good.
It indicates you're going to be in there tonight? Yeah. In fact, there will be no lineup changes for Game 2 after a brief 30-minute workout today, just a few hours from Game 2. The big question for tonight's Game 2, which Komet and Gulls teams are going to show up for this one? If they're the same ones that showed up for Game 1, the Komets will be headed back to Fort Wayne with a 2-0 lead in the series. In San Diego, I'm Dean Pantazzi, 21Alive. After the rout in Game 1, San Diego puts up a better fight, but the Komets put up the first score. Kelly Hurd, a 55-foot blast past Peter Ing after sidestepping 2 defenders. Less than a minute later, a giveaway sends Scott Gruel in on Ing. He comes too deep, but Joel Savage is trailing. Gruel to set up. Savage puts it into an open net. 2-0 Komets, 9.5 minutes in. And they could have had more. Hurd later in the first beats Ing, but bangs it off the crossbar. And Gruel has Ing beaten as well, clangs it off the post. 2-0 Komets after 1. 11 seconds into the second, 1 second after a goal penalty expires, the K's storm the net. Dave Smith pots a rebound past Ing, 3-0 Komets. And it becomes 4-0 2 minutes later. Igor Chibarev in on Ing. Late dish to Paul Willett. He beats Ing, and Ing is done. Pulled for Clint Malarchuk as he was in Game 1. The Gulls play better, and they finally solve Pokey Reddick with Hubie McDonough alone in front to beat Pokey high. 4-1. McDonough now with both Gull goals in the series. But Pokey is up to the rest of the 27 shots thrown his way as the K's behind their hot goaltender weather the storm. And it's Sylvain Couturier late in the third to ice it from Savage. It's the Komets getting out of San Diego up 2-0 with a 5-1 win.
Well, the second period they came out flying. We got a few penalties. We got a few good ones and a few bad ones. We just weathered the storm, and we came up big with another win.
They did have a lot of traffic in front, but our defense played good again, and I figure if I make the first save, then they can get the get the rebound away, and that's basically what we're doing. Everybody's playing well.
We've got 2 games under our belt. We can play a little more relaxed and stuff like that. But, you can't underestimate them at all. They didn't win 62 games or something like that for no reason. And, we came in here and won 2 games, so, they can possibly come in there and win. So, we got to be really ready and set to go.
It's kind of like destiny's calling us or something, because there certainly was some quality chances for San Diego that bounced off San Diego guy when it was going in the net, bounced off our guy when it went through Pokey's legs. The breaks seem to be coming hard, but the breaks usually come to the team that works.
The fans have filed out of this arena in shock. Their 62-win team outscored 12-2 and played badly to go down 2-0 in the series. And if things don't get better for the Gulls, they may not play another game in this arena again this season. In San Diego, I'm Dean Pantazzi, 21Alive.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe, Dean. Even for me, I've seen this team do a lot through these playoffs, and it just seems like, I said at the start of the playoffs, let's get 5% stronger every game, and we certainly must have gotten that much stronger, because we're playing a great San Diego hockey team from the regular season, and it's hard to believe. If anybody had told me we'd beat them 12-2 out there in 2 games, total goals, I just would have said they're crazy, because I just couldn't believe this would happen. But this team is really on a mission, and right now we're looking at game number 3 on Wednesday night, and that's the biggest thing on our minds right now.
Komets sit just 1 win away from their first Turner Cup in 20 years as they left their fans limp last night with the way they got their 3rd win over San Diego. A Komet misplay onto the stick of San Diego's Doug Smale 32 seconds in as San Diego on the board first, but Lee Davidson ties it later in the first.
Well, it was just a face-off that went back to the point, back to Guy Dupuis, and he just took a wrist shot towards the net. Their defenseman let me go, and I just got my stick in front of it and tipped it in.
That was the kind of goal that was going to have to beat this guy, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he stood on his head. He had a heck of a game tonight. Faced, 40, 50 shots, so he played a great game. And I think we just kept coming at him and working hard and not getting discouraged, even though he's making the big saves.
Clint Malarchuk and Pokey Retta keep it at 1 until the second period when Igor Chibarev finally solves Malarchuk on a rebound to give the K's their 2-1 lead after 2 periods. That goal looks very big, but it's not big enough. In the third, the goals get even with Denny Lambert converting a goalmouth pass to beat Reddick. Regulation ends in a 2-all tie. The K's storm Malarchuk in the overtime. He saves the day here on Kelly Hurd, stops 44 shots in all, but he's finally solved 11 minutes into overtime.
And I was getting ready to dump it in, and all of a sudden I saw Scotty Grohl have a little bit of room. He was cutting across the middle with some speed, and I just tried getting the puck to him. And fortunately for us, I got the puck on his stick. He got a little bit of room and let a shot go.
It was a beautiful pass. I mean, I couldn't have asked for it. Right in stride, never broke stride. And the defense was in front of me, and a guy chasing me, and I was just trying to weave my way through the sticks and get the shot on goal. And I don't usually go to the wrist shot, Dean. You know me better than that, but I'm glad I did there. Beat him short side, off the post and in, and obviously one of the best feelings I've ever experienced in my life.
We got to come out Friday, and we got to be the team with energy. We got to be the team that's just full of energy and life, and that cup's waiting to be presented to us, and we've got to go and get it.
And that's exactly what they're going to try to do, a 4-game sweep Friday night at the sold-out Coliseum.
From the 21Alive newsroom.
The Fort Wayne Komets have clinched their first Turner Cup championship in 20 years. The quest for the cup coming to an end at the Coliseum with a sea of champagne and 8,000 cheering for the club that's made the championship reality. Good evening, everybody. I'm Greg Johans. The Komets have taken their 4th straight from the IHL's best team, the San Diego Gulls. Tonight's final 6-1. Highlights shortly, but first, let's go to 21Alive's Dean Pantazzi live at the Coliseum with a very happy club.
Oh, and 2 very happy defensemen here, Bob Wilkie and Kevin McDonald. Bobby, you got a goal in here, and that was a great feed, and you got the nice feed that's from Scotty. Can you describe this feeling after working so hard for this?
It's just an unbelievable relief. You know, this is what we've been working for all year, and to have it come the way it did, winning all series straight, it's an incredible feeling. We're so pumped up right now.
They came out and blitzed you for 8 minutes, and then they seemed to run out of gas, and you just picked it up.
Yeah, it was almost like we were sitting back kind of waiting to see what they were going to throw at us, and we came back, you know, strong. Pokey played unbelievable. We scored when we needed to score. I mean, the power play, you know, we scored 5 power play goals tonight. It's just, there's no more words.
Everybody was saying the fans are getting laid back. They're not laid back now.
No, they've been waiting a long time for this.
Okay, go enjoy it. Kevin, come on here. We got the interim captain since Chinner went down, but he did a heck of a job all year. Kevin McDonald, you came in here in a situation where you were one of the newcomers early on, but you blended right in, and this team just molded as the season went on.
Oh, what a great feeling. You know, the best part about winning is all the guys and stuff like that. It's just been unbelievable. You go from the outhouse to the penthouse, from Phoenix to Fort Wayne here. What a great feeling. This is unbelievable. I want to thank all the fans, too, for supporting us all year. You guys were awesome, and it'd mean nothing without you guys.
You had a situation here where they took the advantage very early. Looked like they were going to jump on you, but seems as though you guys seemed to know this wasn't going to be enough from them.
We had a lot of confidence, and you know, we really wanted to prove that we could do it, and we stayed with it. And Pokey played unbelievable, and what can you say? Just unreal. Wow.
Congratulations. Al, what a great night for you.
Yeah, it's a great game. 5 power play goals, special teams, and Pokey Reddick. What can you say?
You're pretty calm right now, but I saw you jumping up and down back there.
Wild. It's wild. 3 minutes to go. We were going crazy. We just couldn't believe this was happening to us.
Were you ever concerned with those first 8 minutes?
Always. That team always. First 2 periods into the third we were concerned. So we got up 6-1. Then I felt maybe we got them.
What is Saturday going to come, or is Saturday going to come somewhere around Sunday or Monday for you guys tonight?
I think so. I think we're going to ride this for a long time.
Al, congratulations very much. I'll tell you, that's about all you can say from here. 6-1 is the final. They were outshot 41-27, Greg, but they're Turner Cup champions. We'll have all the highlights tomorrow in the news. Tonight, it's time for the Fort Wayne Komets of 90-93 to celebrate.
All right, thanks a lot, Dean. Well, let's take a look at how the Komets did tonight. Let's take a look at the action as they won it 6-1 early on in the game. San Diego on the power play. Pokey Reddick with the save, then Pokey stiffs Scott Arneal on the rebound. But the Gulls take a 1-0 lead on this bad angle shot by Lindy Ruff. 2 minutes later, though, the Komets get that one back on the power play. Bob Wilkie with the slap shot tipped in by Paul Willett, and it's 1-1. Still in the first period, Scott Gruhl dumps it in to Bob Wilkie, who finds the back of the net. It's 2-1 K's after one. The fans are loving it. Second period of play, Igor Tiburev charging in on goal. Shot save. Tiburev stuffs in the rebound. It's 3-1 K's. San Diego tries its best to knock Pokey Reddick out of the game a couple of times, knocking him down, but the Gulls get penalties because of it. Third period, the Komets move it around to Grant Richardson. Slap shot hits the post, but Willett's there for the rebound. It's 4-1. The K's again. Scott Gruhl breaks in on left wing, sets up the wide open Joel Savage to make it 5-1 Komets. Then late in the game, it's Igor Tiburev scoring on the rebound to finish out the scoring as the K's win it 6-1. Now, 21Alive's Heather McMichael is also live at the Coliseum with some of the fans in the jungle who were such a big part of the team's success this year. Heather?
Pretty good.
It's so exciting. What?
How about you? How are you feeling right now?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. It's the greatest.
What's been your favorite part of the game tonight?
Oh, just keep on scoring. That's the best.
We've got a lot of happy fans here tonight, Greg, and I know that they are echoing a spirit that's being felt all over Fort Wayne tonight. Let's go back now to the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, Heather. Boy, an exciting time at the Coliseum. What a night. Again, the Komets winning the Turner Cup championship tonight at the Coliseum, beating San Diego 6-1 to take the best-of-7 final 4-0. Congratulations to the players, the coaches, the team owners, and, of course, to you, the fans. I'm Greg Johans. Have a great night. Let's go back to Nightline uninterrupted.
Now, the latest from the 21Alive newsroom.
The Fort Wayne Komets making history, winning 12 straight games and taking home the Turner Cup. Good evening. The K's poured their hearts and souls into last night's clinching game against San Diego. It played off with a 6-1 win.